You can't sit there and brainwash the people, teach them all about white people, and portray ourselves as something negative, and then wonder why black people are going after your women. I mean, think about it. But anyway, stop mixing with these heathens. Okay? Let me see Nehemiah. Let me see where I'm at. Okay, here's another problem. Book of Nehemiah. And I commanded the Levites that they should cleanse themselves and that they should go and guard the gates and sanctify the Shabbat. Remember me, O Yahuwah, concerning this also, and spare me according to the greatness of your mercy. In those days I also saw Jews who had married women of Ashdod, Ammon, and Moab. You know, now y'all know Ammon and Moab are children with Lot and his daughters. Moab and Ammon come from Lot and his daughters. Notice they were kin to Abraham. But anyway, we're not even supposed to, we was instructed to stay way away from them. Their bloodline is something going on. But anyway, half of their children spoke the language of Ashdod. We began to get away from our own language. And could not speak the language of Judah. Couldn't speak Hebrew. Started forgetting about who we are. See, they're supposed to be learning about the Most High through us. But we turn our backs on the Most High and going full force, full-fledged to the heathen, but spoke according to the language of the one or the other people. All right, that's Nehemiah 13:23. Let me see. What else I got? Ezra 9:12. There's more Bible verses. I'm just going to go over a few of them. Now, therefore, do not give your daughters as wives to their sons. Now, slavery and rape, that's different. That's a different situation. If your blood is mixed, that's a different situation. It's not here. This video is not to condemn anyone. I'm in no position to put down anyone. My job is to show the Most High's intent and show the way and show what's going on. Mixing yourself with you don't know what you don't know who. Just think about this. Revelation is going to get hotter, and some people susceptible to get skin cancer, get the eye cancer, but you're scared of your melanin, and you want to whiten yourself up, so you're going to be susceptible to this skin cancer and whatever else for diluting your genes. All right. Now, therefore, do not give your daughters as wives to their sons, nor take their daughters to your sons. Never seek their peace or prosperity, that ye may be strong and eat the good of the land and leave it as an inheritance to your children forever. Now, think about this. It seems like every time one of our black men get hold of some money, he going grabbing a woman from these other nations. The money is going out of the black community to the white community or some other nationality. Where is the inheritance? Keeping us impoverished and out here doing something strange for some change. It's time we woke up. Okay, let me move on. Sirach. Ecclesiasticus 26, this is the Sefer version. When you have gotten a fruitful possession, hold on. My son, keep the flower of your age sound and give not your strength to strangers. Let's see. When you have gotten a fruitful possession through all the fields, sow it to your own seed, your own bloodline, trusting in the goodness of your stock, your race, your bloodline. The Most High gave us from the beginning your own seed, from your own stock, from your own race, which you leave shall be magnified. Your children gonna increase in having stuff. They won't be out here scraping around wondering where the next meal gonna come from. Having the confidence of their good descendants, seed, race. Think about it. All right. Let me see what else I got. Nehemiah 13:26. Did not Solomon, king of Israel, sin by these things? All these strange women turned his heart to pagan gods. Yet among many nations there was no king like him, who was beloved of his Elohim, and Yah made him king over all Israel. Nevertheless, pagan women caused him to sin. Now, the custom of these other people is paganism. They don't understand the things of the word. They cleave to these pagan holidays, these pagan rituals. Their family, generation. We're supposed to be leading these people out of paganism, not joining them and marrying into their paganism. Okay? Let's see what else I got here. All right, Deuteronomy 7:3. Nor shall ye make marriages with them. You shall not give your daughter to their son, nor take their daughter for your son. All those Bible verses. Now, where is the verse that the Most High said, convert these people and keep them as your husband and wife? Where is that Bible verse? Where is the Bible verse that says it's okay to marry people of other nations? Where is that Bible verse? You're not going to find it. He's the same yesterday, today, and forevermore. Let's see what else I got. Now, just do a Google search. People with tails. And this woman got a horn. This is in genetics. These traits are carried down through the bloodline. This is common. This ain't nothing rare. Look, read it. This ain't nothing rare. The Most High told us not to be mixing our seed, spreading our seed. He told us to remain pure and obey his word. All right. This is a 2011 magazine article. You Are Not Human. It's talking about Caucasian and Asian people got foreign DNA in their bloodlines. Caucasian and Asian. Where did the foreign DNA come from? Okay? 3% Neanderthal, 5% Denisovans, and a whole lot of bizarre earlier ancestors. Bizarre. You should check out my video, The Descendants of Fallen Angels. And Watchmen, he have a couple videos. I'll show you the picture of where you can go to when I re-edit this link. Well, let me show you what's going on. Show you some more receipts. Let me see here. Here's one. This is National Geographic. Why am I Neanderthal? Type that in your Google search. Type that in there and start reading. They are not denying this. Why would they say their DNA is different than ours? Why are these people trying to kill all the black people all over the earth? Why don't any of the dark-skinned nations have any weapons of mass destruction? Why all these bombs and stuff in the hands of these white-skinned individuals? Who taught them how to make these weapons? I just want to put these questions out there. They build stuff to destroy. Let me see. The Neanderthal DNA refers to the DNA content of the Neanderthal man that is now extinct. Now keep this in mind. Neanderthal is extinct. Now they got Neanderthal DNA. They're having trouble reproducing. Now think about it. You want to run around here and grab their women and they already having trouble reproducing. What do you think? I mean, just think about it. You putting an X on your back. They're having trouble reproducing. All right. However, a recent study has shown that their DNA content is found in the genomes of Asians and Europeans. It didn't say nothing about black folks. There is a, there's probably some in black folks do the rape and stuff like that and intermingling. There's a different theory which says that over 400,000 years ago, a major migration took place from Africa. All right. What race has the most Neanderthal DNA? Asians had the highest percentage of Neanderthal DNA. And Caucasians between 2 and 4%. African tribes do not have Neanderthal DNA because Neanderthals never lived in Africa. Let me move on. Do your own research. Type this stuff in and do some reading. Worldwide distribution of the B006 haplotype. The Neanderthal haplogroup based on a sample. It's just saying it's present among non-African population. That's where it's prevalent in non-African. I'm just saying the same thing. Non-African. I've did several videos, about leprosy. How some white people, if you read 2 Kings 5:27, a whole bloodline of white people was created right there. Giza was cursed with white skin, leprous skin. It's called clean leprosy in the Bible. They changed the name to vitiligo back in the 1500s. They changed the name of this word to vitiligo. I got several videos talking about this. Here's the Bible verse, right? Leviticus 13:29-30. If a man or woman have a plague upon the head or the beard, then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in slight deeper than the skin, and there be in it a yellow thin hair. Yellow. Then the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even a leprosy upon the head or beard. I know some people ain't going to like that, but it is what it is. Like I said, we are not the same. We are not the same. We are not. You don't want to put the weaknesses of another nation, of other nations, in your bloodline. Think about the tails and the foreign DNA, where it come from. All right, Genesis 2:2-7. If Yahuwah formed man of the dust of the ground and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Just look. Just look at the dirt right here, and look at ruddy. You have to put in ruddy animals in there. You put ruddy in, sometimes you have a bunch of white people with reddish skin. Ruddy animal, look. Ruddy, look. Ruddy. David was ruddy. You see that? Not pinkish, not reddish. All right.
You just didn't know. But it's not obscure. Big old giant castle. I took these pictures. Cape Coast Slave Castle. When you first walk in, there's two things that greet you. One, not only the cannonballs and everything else, but that's not actually meant for enslaved Africans. That's for the European invaders. They're fighting each other. So on one side is a female dungeon. On the other side is a male dungeon, slave dungeons. And what happened immediately is upon entering, when they would bring the enslaved men, women, and children in, they would rape the women within 50 feet of the men, in front of their fathers, their brothers, their sons, their husbands. They would rape them to remind them, he can't protect you.
You heard Dr. George DeGroot talking about our Holocaust, about them raping our women in front of us. Now, knowing the history, we can begin to understand and unravel why we seem to be at each other's throat. But most of the burden is up on the men. We are the leaders. We are the protectors. Okay? Now, I'm going to veer away right quick. Why don't they promote this? Just ask yourself. How often do you see examples of black families on television, commercials, movies? Why are they always promoting this interracial stuff? Now think about it. What have these people given us that's benefited us? Okay? Let me get back on track here. Mark 3:27. No one can enter a strong man's house and plunder his goods unless he first binds the strong man, and then he will plunder his house. Men, our houses are plundered. Our houses are plundered. We've been separated from our women and our children. We've been separated from our heritage, primarily due to our disobedience. It's time to take back what was ours, what is ours. All right, let me read some of this Willie Lynch letter to further show you what's been done to us. They've separated our women. I'm just going to read a little bit of it. You could download the PDF yourself, Willie Lynch letter, PDF, type it in and read it. They also use interracial children to divide us. This is in this same letter. But I'm just going to read the part about the breaking of the woman and the marriage to wrap this video up. All right. Now, it said the breaking process of the African woman. It started over there in them slave dungeons. It started in captivity. It started centuries ago. It's time to end this mess. Take the female and run a series of tests on her. And see if she will submit to your desire willingly. Okay, test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. Think about it. Right now they use welfare to divide our homes. Government assisted housing. The men have to go. And the children, not having any direction from the men, usually do things that would end up in prison, making them money on their prisons, which is on stock market, and providing them with slave labor. Remember, the 13th Amendment allows slavery. Slavery never was abolished. It never was abolished. They still use it today. They got our people behind bars for nonviolent offenses, working in the high-paying jobs that when they get out, they cannot even apply and get these same jobs that they're doing behind the prison walls. They don't have a place to stay when they get out. They're getting paid pennies, which will not pay off their fines. So that they're more likely to break the law, go back to prison, and continue this slave labor for them. But let me continue on. I'm just giving you the rundown on an example that they're doing what they're doing to us. If she shows any sign of resistance and submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip. Now they use the economic bullwhip. They cut your government assistance to make you comply. They tell you to put your child on some ADHD medicine that's going to make him sterile, going to destroy his heart. You object to it, they're going to say they're going to cut your government assistance. Still a bullwhip to extract that last bit of resistance out of her. Take care not to kill her. For in doing so, you spoil good economics. But that right there might be out the window. They're having trouble reproducing. They took this country from a bunch of black people and it's beginning to turn black again. But anyway, what I'm saying, our brothers, we got to get our sisters back. We got to talk to our daughters, our sisters, our mothers. Okay? All right. Let me see here. And then it's talking to her father, the children following her lead, because the man is gone. The house is plundered. The strong man is tied up. His hands tied. He's not in the house. Okay. Let me see. You're talking about, okay. Let me skip down. Raising the male offspring to be dependent like her. Think about it. These brothers, some of these brothers don't even want to get a job. They rather live off women. Think of it. Meanwhile, the girls grow up to be women with government assistance. The first thing they holler, they don't need a man. The government taking care of. The government is paying them not to marry. Marriage cuts their government assistance. Where that bullwhip at? Getting married cuts your government assistance. That's that bullwhip. They're paying our sisters to be single. Okay. And also it's talking about in this letter, you have to read it yourself, the Willie Lynch letter, PDF, type that in, that our women has been psychologically damaged and trained to be to raise our young boys to be weak. She was psychologically trained him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. See, our women see a bunch of negative images of us. Think about the violence, the shooting, getting killed. Okay? All right, let me see. Go on to the next one. This here is the marriage. Okay. They said we breed two black males and 2 females. Then you take the males away from them and keep them moving and working. Think about it. Prison. Take them away, keep them moving and working. Or give them jobs where they're gone. Or give them white women. But anyway, it's the same thing. The man is gone, and the woman is raising the offspring in reverse, teaching the girls to be independent and so-called strong and don't need a man, and the man is dependent on his mama. A lack of guidance from the father. It's the same thing. Okay? The Most High could have made us mixed. He could have made us white. He could have made us purple. But he chose to make us black, Negro, nappy hair, like wool for the most part, dark skin. That's how he wanted us to stay. As I went over in the video, you got corrupted DNA floating around out there. Now, just ask yourself, why did all the people on the earth start out black? All over the earth, the people started out, just look up the word aboriginal and indigenous. It tell you the people was black. And now, through rape and mass murdering, they are mixed and they become white. For instance, the Hispanics are a breed of the Spanish people and the black people. Mostly our raped Hebrew sisters, creating another race. Just like the Arabs, black mixed with the Greeks or whoever it was that conquered them, creating other races, other nations. All you gotta do is look at the DNA. It's gonna tell you it's gonna be Caucasian in there, or something else. But that does not mean they cannot. Salvation is not for them. It means the Most High has a balance. He created boundaries, and we are to stay within those boundaries that he made for us, and to bring and defeat and fight the seed of the serpent. Now, if you can't understand this, you go ahead on and do what you want to do. A lot of us is filled with lust. That's what it's about. And you're gonna get caught up in the judgment of the Most High. He is not playing. If you open your eyes, you see judgment is coming swift, it's coming hard, and it's consistent. So repent and return back to the Word. Time is short.